This segment of CoastLife is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism.
If you're familiar with Ocean City, then of course you're familiar with Seacrets. Well, one part of the Seacrets family that you may not be quite as familiar with all the inner workings is the Atlantic Beverage Center. It holds up Area 51. You can't miss it when you're driving down Coastal, and it's an opportunity to maybe take a little taste of Seacrets with you on the go. So we're going to stop into Atlantic Beverage Center and see what's coming down the line for them.
There aren't many places in Ocean City quite as iconic as Seacrets. And if you've ever wanted to take a taste of Seacrets home with you, the Atlantic Beverage Center has Seacrets in a bottle, or a can. But it wasn't always a liquor store. Leighton Moore takes us back to a t-shirt shop.
Oh, well, in the beginning, we didn't have a distillery. I do like to drink, but we had a t-shirt shop, and we had another one inside one of the buildings over at Seacrets. And so we decided to come up with something more profitable. And the need for the area, we put a liquor store in, and it was small in an antiquated to begin with t-shirt shop, and we did really well. And I decided to come up with something as grandiose as I could, because I overspend, and yet it's also functional. Works to satiate the needs of the neighborhood with liquor, but upstairs we have the wedding pavilion, and we have a little bar up there, a little speakeasy, so to say.
Ever growing and ever ambitious, Leighton and his team wanted to start distilling liquor on site.
My manager, one of my managers, in fact, he's the CFO, came and he said, because of the beer being able to be produced for a bar, we think we can go ahead and get liquor to be made on site. And I don't think he envisioned the distillery. I mean, you've seen it. It's, once again, I went a little bit overboard. But once we did that in 2013, I sent one of my barbacks to get trained in distillation. He had never done it. He just had the nerve to ask me for the head distiller job. And I said, well, if you got that much nerve, I do too. Sent him to a little tiny place in Rehoboth. And they were distilling out of what looked to be about the size of a keg. That was their still. But he was kind of out there dude. Instead of just adding flavors, he used natural products. And so my barback got trained on using natural juices, the whole fruit. And it's more expensive, it's very labor intensive, not cost effective, but it sure is delicious.
In addition to expanding into liquor, Leighton is also aware that millennials and Gen Z are turning away from the harder stuff and looking towards seltzers and canned cocktails. Atlantic Beverage Center has that too.
People of your age that are drinking now, they're not drinking as much of the hard or the beers, they're drinking more of the seltzers. And so, once again, doing it the hardest way we possibly can, we went ahead and went to Pennsylvania to a cannery that works with other of the fizzy drinks, as I call them. I think they're right here. And they had never used totally natural ingredients. They had always added sugars, etc., and flavorings. We don't ever do that. So it's only 99 calories, and there's no ingredients. It's all natural extracts from different fruits. So, it gives us the ability to change, adapt, and to grow. Our liquor is pretty daggone good. Our bourbons are really catching on. And we've got probably 400 barrels away now, because it takes 4 years for our bourbon. And some of them are even older.
Have you ever heard of a liquor store that does happy hour? Atlantic Beverage Center does, along with other weekday specials like Whiny Wednesday.
The 20% off is not just per case, it's per bottle. Any bottle, number of bottles, it's still 20% off on the Wednesdays for Whiny Wednesdays. And today is actually the first day that we're doing Tequila Tuesdays. And it's 20% off, right? 20% off on tequilas, which is really good. And then I think what you said first was, between 2 and 6 every day, or 2 and 5, you get the discount. And that's a happy hour. And no liquor store that I know has done that before.
Leighton always has something up his sleeve. So what's next for Seacrets to make on site?
Actually, we're trying to work on, believe it or not, one thing we don't make, tequila. And gosh, I hope we can work it out. But we've tried it, and I won't pass the taste test. It's got to be right. It's got to be the best, or it can't be on my shelf.
Ooh, they're working on tequila. Okay, see, Leighton Moore is always up to something with the Seacrets family. And like we said, they're open every day, pretty much all year round. I think they're only closed for Christmas. And they even open fairly early in the day. So if you've got a beach day planned once the weather gets warmer, pop into Atlantic Beverage Center, grab your favorite Seacrets drinks, and get ready for an awesome beach day. But we're also going to get you ready for an awesome, great debate. That's coming up next on Coast Life.